Yes. Hi, I'm back. Food crops other than grains. Okay, let's begin. Now, as far as my concern is, sugarcane belongs to the grass family and grown in a tropical and subtropical regions of the world. It is the most irrigated crop of India. It is the sweet juice content which makes it an important source of food and raw material. It will grow well in hot and humid climate as well, with a temperature of 21 to 27 degrees centigrade and an annual rainfall between 75 centimeter to 100 centimeter. Now, irrigation is required in the region of low rainfall. It can be grown on variety of soils and need manual labor for sowing to harvesting. Manual labor, machines cannot do it. India is the second largest producer of sugarcane only after Brazil. South America. The major sugarcane producing states are Uttar Pradesh, then comes in Bihar, Punjab, Haryana, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. Please note it down. Sugarcane part. Go back into the video, play it and listen to it and write down. If you don't write, you don't learn. And if you are extra smart, extra overconfident, it's all up to you how you want to go ahead. Oil seeds. Again, India is the largest producer of oil seeds in the world. Different oil seeds are growing, covering approximately 12% of the total cropped area of the country. Main oil seeds produced in India are groundnut, mustard, coconut, sesame, which is til, soya bean, castor seeds, cotton seeds, linseed, and sunflower oil. Most of these oils are edible, means you are used for cooking or you can eat, you can consume it, and used as cooking mediums. Edible is used in some product to make which we eat, it's edible, and cooking mediums. In South India, you'll only have coconut oil being used. Soya bean oil is used here. I use soya bean and sunflower oil. I avoid that mustard oil. Groundnut oil sometimes. Okay. Olive oil is very good, but it's damn expensive. Olive oil you can have any salads or you can just drop olive oil. It's edible. It's very good for your skin and your benefits in your body as well. Immune system gets benefited. Now, some of these are also used as raw material in the production of soap, cosmetics and ointments. Medicines, cosmetics, soaps. Okay. Now, groundnut is a kharif crop and accounts for about half of the major oil seeds produced in the country. Groundnut. Andhra Pradesh is the largest producer of groundnut, followed by Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat and Maharashtra. So, groundnut is a kharif crop, linseed and mustard are rabi crops. You got that. Answer is there. Castor seed is grown both as rabi and kharif crop. Okay. I'll be putting this up as notes also for you, so don't worry. It will be there for you. I'll try and post it up for you. It's an important beverage crop. Classic example of plantation agriculture. India is the leading producer as well as the exporter of tea. Indian tea is mind blowing. Climatic conditions for tea, tropical as well as subtropical plant requires hot, humid climate. Temperature required from 200 degree to 300 degrees. 20 degrees, sorry, I am saying 200. 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. Annual rainfall is 150 to 300 centimeter. High humidity is good for the crop. Grows well in drained soil. Requires abundant labor, but it is cheap and skilled labor. Major producing states: Assam, West Bengal, Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Apart from these, Himachal Pradesh, Uttaranchal, Meghalaya, Andhra Pradesh, Tripura are also tea producing states of the country. But Assam and Bengal, no one can check with that. Better than Assam tea is your Bengal tea of Darjeeling. But due to many tea estates closing down there and lot of chaos happening, so Assam tea is now ranging again. Coffee, second most important beverage crop. Like coffee is my antidote. It's my LSD, life-saving drug for me. Without coffee, I'll die. Tea is okay, it's a substitute, but coffee is all time. I drink it without milk and sugar. So it just gives me that instant energy, caffeine. Now, what do you understand by, in the sense when I say beverage? You have seen many restaurants, you go on to any type of restaurant, or you go on net for ordering food, anything. You go to a hotel or you sit somewhere, you want to have a beverage or something. It's a noun. Any potable liquid other than water, tea, coffee, beer or milk is a beverage. Beer is not an alcohol drink. The price of the meals includes a beverage. Either tea, coffee, beer or milk you will get. It is included in the meal. It's a liquid drink, beverage, for human consumption, satisfying the thirst. Drinks play an important role in human culture. Plain drinking water, milk, coffee, tea, hot chocolate, juice, soft drinks, hard drinks, every damn thing. Distilled spirits. Okay, non-distilled spirits, cocktails, non-alcoholic drinks, energy drinks, juice, whatever you can say, these are all beverages. Now with beverages we have aerated drinks which has got too much of sugar, is called a beverage. So tea, coffee is one of the most important beverages of a human being. Some take it as tea, some take it coffee. Because of this good qualities in much demand in the international market, brings handsome amount of foreign exchange. Coffee again is very good in India. Again, hot humid climate. Temperature is also from 15 to 28, sometimes more than that. Required is 150 to 200 centimeter. Measuring states is Karnataka, Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Kerala coffee is mind blowing. If you go to Kerala and have coffee, every house you go there you will get coffee. That coffee is something, there are various type of coffee beans. If you go to Cafe Coffee Day, there are those beans which they sell. You can buy those beans. And if you have a coffee maker at home, you put those beans on top, and water is there boiling. So as it gets crushed, it comes down, falls, and your coffee is ready. That coffee drinking and having from a Nescafe with milk or condensed milk or sugar. But again, Nescafe, the sachets, or if you have a bottle of coffee of Nescafe and you use it with hot water, again, that is something again different. The taste of brew of the South Indian coffee, that is also again, it's got this, what do you say, this, I don't know, coffee makes me mad. Coffee is generally something I die for. I'm a die-hard fan of it, die-hard consumer of it, whatever you can say. As I said, it's an LSD for me. It's the life-saving drug for me. So I just love coffee. Anywhere I get it, just without sugar, without milk, it's there. I'll have it. So I'll come back in the next video.